What's up guys, Jim Yosef here and welcome to a brand new video and welcome to a daily dose of transfer gossip. And today, it's the start of a weekend, it's going to be Saturday the 10th of June. We've got a lot of confirmed deals to get through today, and as you can tell already, I've done a bit of a revamp for this series, a FIFA 18 theme, and you get to see more of that in just a moment. So before we get started, as always, if you can show support by leaving a like rating, that'd be absolutely awesome. 1,000 likes a target for today's video. If you're new to my channel, make sure to click the subscribe button for daily FIFA content and press the button next to it to be notified whenever I upload a video. If you missed yesterday's video, it'll be down below in the description box. And today's question of the day is FIFA 18 themed in fact, and that is going to be, what icons are you hoping to see on FIFA 18? If you're not sure what icons are, basically now because Legends are technically on all consoles, PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, they've now got a new name called Icons, and basically the first confirmed one is the Brazilian Ronaldo. And that's in case you didn't see the update last week from EA, and in fact today, I'm pretty sure there's some more FIFA 18 stuff coming out, so keep an eye out for that. But let's jump into it, onto the confirmed deals. And the very first one is Jeremy Menez going to Turkey to Antalyaspor, which I think is Samuel Eto'o's team from Bordeaux, and his card right now on FIFA 17 head-to-head, he's got a massive downgrade in regards to pace. I loved his card back on FIFA 12, but his card on FIFA 14, honestly, that card linked out with Ibra was insane in game. The next one is to please one guy in the comments, which I actually forgot to put in yesterday's video, and that is Curtis Davis going to Derby from Hull City on an undisclosed fee. I believe that transfer went through a while ago in fact, so apologies it wasn't mentioned before, but there we go, it's included. Next up, we go on to a Swiss midfielder called Dennis Zakaria going to Borussia Mönchengladbach in the Bundesliga from Young Boys in the Swiss League for around £10.2 million. I've never actually heard of him or seen him play, but if it's a £10.2 million fee, it's a fair amount, so it could be a decent player to watch out for next season. Now we move on to John Terry, and he's actually been released by Chelsea. Obviously it was public knowledge, played his last game for the club and now is a free agent. So yesterday, every single Premier League club put out a list of players that weren't renewing their contract and will be released from the club by July the 1st. Another player to be released by his club yesterday was Zlatan Ibrahimovic, currently nursing a horrible ACL injury and apparently not expected to be back until about January. So United have decided not to renew his contract, but it doesn't mean he's played his last game for the club, by the way, because apparently right now, or until he's fit, he's going to be doing his rehab at Manchester United's training centre, and the rumours are saying that Ibra, he was actually the one that kind of decided this. He's on well over 250 grand a week, I think, maybe even 300 grand. And it makes sense as a business point of view from United. If they're going to sign Morata, it does free up a lot of wages for new signings as well as Morata, so that could be why. And if his recovery does go well, it's pretty quite likely he'll still be offered a contract by United. And next up we've got Patrick Kluivert, a legend card on FIFA 17, but he's actually left his role as Paris Saint-Germain's director of football after less than 1 year in the job. And now we've got 4 managerial changes. The very first one is that Luciano Spalletti going to Inter Milan from Roma until 2019, and that was fully expected. It's kind of been on the cards for a while now. And then we go on to a somewhat surprising one, and that is going to be Gary Monk going to Middlesbrough from Leeds United till 2020. He pretty much resigned as Leeds manager a couple of weeks ago, but now has already got a new job. Then we go on to Slutsky, becoming the new Hull City manager in the Championship now. I believe previously he's managed teams such as CSKA Moscow and the Russian national team. And the final confirmed one for today's video is going to Domenico Tedesco, going to FC Schalke until 2019, and he's only 31 years old. And now we're going to move on to potential deals. So what I'm going to be doing now is show the confirmed deals with FIFA 18 theme. The ones that aren't confirmed just yet will still remain as FIFA 17. So the first player is going to be Lozano, a young Mexican winger. According to sources in Mexico today, an exclusive does say that Lozano is going to sign for Manchester City, but will be loaned out to PSV Eindhoven. He was actually asked about a potential move to the Premier League, and his response was, "The truth is I don't know, nobody has told me anything." The article was from a verified news source in Mexico, but when translating it, I couldn't find a fee or anything. But right now, if he was to sign for Man City and be loaned out, it makes sense because on the left hand side, I bet that's where Leroy Sané is playing, so he wouldn't get much first team football, he would at PSV. And just 1 year ago, he was actually linked to Manchester United, so a bit of a change there. Next up, we go on to Jesus Navas, formerly of City, linked to Sevilla according to Cadena Coppe. It's not just him though, apparently, also includes this man right here, Nolito. And it says that Sevilla are in negotiations to sign Man City duo Navas and Nolito. Nolito is currently still in the books at City, but Navas will be a free agent on July the 1st. And of course, Navas did play for Sevilla just before joining Man City, and in fact these two could potentially be the replacement for Nolito, who's Atletico Madrid bound. And now we've got one according to the Daily Express. It does say, Liverpool boss Jurgen Klopp has been offered the chance to land Borussia Dortmund midfielder Emery Moore. No fees been mentioned, and do I believe it? To be honest, I don't really. He's only been at Dortmund for 1 year, so honestly it wouldn't make too much sense to sell him. And the fact he's still very young, very inexperienced, you've got to give him some time to potentially develop. And we are trying to sign a couple of wide players this summer, but I don't think Emery Moore is on Jurgen Klopp's shopping list. Next up, we go on to Fabinho and to Paris Saint-Germain, and in fact a lot of players are today. The PSG sporting director Antero Henrique has scheduled meetings with the agents of Fabinho and the next player on the list, which is going to be Jean-Michel Seri, both their agents this week, or next week should I say. So after Monday, we've got 2 meetings with both agents, and potentially that's 2 very good signings there. And RMC also said Enrique will meet with AC Milan on Monday for negotiations concerning Gianluigi Donnarumma. There was reports yesterday saying Trapp is linked to Wolfsburg and also by Leverkusen, as he would be the #1 goalkeeper next season, and it would make sense if Donnarumma does come in. They're going to be focusing on him a lot, especially for development being so young and already so damn good. Next up, we go on to another player owned by PSG this time, and that is Krychowiak, who only joined last summer from Sevilla. It really hasn't worked out for him whatsoever. And it does say again, it mentions Enrique, he's due to sit down with Inter Milan as well on the same day in a bid to sell them Krychowiak. So in the next couple of days, he's apparently meeting with Seri's agents, Fabinho, Donnarumma, trying to sell Krychowiak, but it doesn't end there. Apparently on top of all this, he's going to be sorting out a deal for Sirigu. On Monday, he's got a very busy day it seems, talking to AC Milan, Inter Milan, and now Torino. And that is to potentially finalise the sale of Salvatore Sirigu. I think this year may have possibly been relegated in La Liga. Next up, we go on to Ivan Perisic and to United. The source is Damasio and says breaking news, Manchester United have had a new bid of €40 million for Perisic rejected. Inter Milan are holding out for €50 million, so there is still a little bit of a gap there. I think it's like 35 million Manchester United have offered, and it also mentions that Inter believe Perisic has already agreed personal terms with United and therefore wants to leave. And it's looking like potentially the next couple of weeks could be very interesting for Inter Milan and also AC Milan. Next up, we go on to Corentin Tolisso into Bayern. Bayern Munich have already agreed the contours of a contract with Lyon midfielder Tolisso, according to L'Equipe. Out of Bayern, Juventus, Chelsea, Tottenham and Man City, Tolisso prefers the Bundesliga side, and Bayern are looking to reach a deal for the midfielder rapidly, and an agreement could be reached at around €40 million. And in regards to cards for FIFA 18, I actually really want this to happen. Not only is it a good link to like Vidal, Thiago, also linked to Dembele and whatnot, being French in the same league, but he's also very good for hybrids, linking up Kante and Pogba to the Bundesliga. And now we move on to Diego Costa, who recently has been heavily linked to a move away from Chelsea because apparently according to Conte, he's not wanted anymore. And apparently the text conversation between Costa and Conte has been leaked by the Spanish press. I'll put it on the screen right now, and if it's true, it's somewhat really funny but also very unprofessional. So Conte said, "Hi Diego, I hope you're well, thanks for the season we spent together, good luck for next year, but you're not in my plan." Like that is the apparent text Conte sent to Diego Costa, and his response simply was okay. He's been told via text he's not wanted anymore at the club, and his response is very simple, being very blunt, and it is quite funny to read that, but on a professional standpoint, it's really bad from Chelsea, again if it is actually real. But back onto the transfer itself, according to Daily Telegraph, AC Milan are reluctant to meet Diego Costa's wages of around £200,000 plus a week. And then Sky go on to say it'll be difficult for AC Milan to sign Costa from Chelsea because he has serious doubts about playing in Italy. And who knows, he may be waiting out for a deal to potentially go to China after recently saying he won't go there. And now we move on to Leonardo Bonucci of Juventus linked to Chelsea today, according to reports in Italy and in particular Tancredi Palmieri. And he has said that Chelsea have offered him €6.5 million per year to join and will make a bid to Juventus in the region of €60 to €65 million. It does sound like a massive fee, but if you convert it down, it probably works out just short of £50 million or so, which really, in this market, isn't god awful for a standard centre back that is Bonucci. He absolutely thrives in the three at the back and has previously worked with Conte, with Juventus I believe before, and at international level with Italy. And now we move on to Morata linked to United yet again, according to The Guardian and multiple other sources. That it says, Morata's representatives have held talks with Real Madrid on Friday to pave the way forward for the former Juventus player's move to Manchester United. The Sky have said they expect Morata to be United's first summer signing, talks are progressing well, and they've got confidence a deal can be done, and the Telegraph now saying he's agreed to join United this summer, as now awaiting the clubs to agree a fee. They had a £52.3 million bid rejected by Madrid, and they're hoping £60 million will be enough to get his signature. Morata will sign a 5-year deal, and the agreed fee is around €73 million, and he will travel to Manchester on Monday to complete a deal. And now we move on to a crazy story surrounding this man right here, Cristiano Ronaldo. So according to AS, they're saying that Real Madrid have received a bid worth 200 million euros from a team in China for Cristiano Ronaldo. He's been offered 120 million euros a year to join them. Apparently he's fueled the speculation he could be leaving Madrid by saying nothing is impossible, but personally, I don't think it'll happen at all. And if you go back a year or so ago, a lot of clubs apparently in China were offering for Ronaldo and Messi, and none of it went through whatsoever. And the final one today is regarding this one right here, Lionel Messi. The source is going to be Sport, and says Messi is set to extend his current contract at Barca by a further 3 years, and his release clause will be 400 million euros. And in the last couple of days he has reiterated his desire to retire at Barcelona. And that is going to be it for today's transfer video, guys. So as always, if you enjoyed it, show support by leaving a like rating. That'd be absolutely awesome. 1,000 likes to target for today's video. If you're new to my channel, make sure to click the subscribe button for daily FIFA content and press the little notifications tab next to it to be notified whenever I upload a video. If you missed yesterday's video, be down below in the description box. And today's question of the day is it going to be, what icons do you want to see on FIFA 18? Let me know down below in the comments. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.